So, on-call firefighter, wow, one of the best jobs ever, right? And at the same time, one of the toughest ones to manage. You have a pager, which I've got it here, like from the 1980s, pretty cool times. You've got a pager which day or night, it will ring and go. Using your phone to book on and book off, yet you've got that quota of hours per week to be available. And especially if one week you didn't meet it, maybe next week you're gonna try to be a little bit more, right? And if you've got a flexible life, work, great, but almost nobody does. So it's an interesting job, very rewarding, very tough, being a firefighter anyway is, but additional pressure being on-call one, that means you have to still meet the criteria of your first job, which fire service is only a second job. And you still have to be on call here and protect your community and look after your family and look after yourself. And all of us, I'm pretty sure, leaving looking after ourselves to the last priority. And that's a tricky one. Often we don't realize that we might need help slightly later as a firefighter. You know, we just dealt with potentially with some traumatic job. And unfortunately, over the 9 years in my role, I have seen quite a few of those. And sometimes in the first day, 2, 3, you know, there is help here within the first week, from not only charity, that's always available, but also from your employer, the fire service. But maybe you don't need that help for the first 2, 3 weeks. Maybe you didn't notice that actually it is affecting you. Maybe you still remember it when you're coming back to it, and then you might worry, how do I deal with it? How do I get rid of it from my mind? How can I move on with it? And that's exactly where knowing that you can reach to the charity a few months down the line, a year down the line, if something is really troubling you, it's just worthwhile reaching out anyway. And going through the channels which you think are the right ones or only ones available, like NHS or your employer, might not be the ones which are easy to follow or not the right for you to do at the time, because you want to stay anonymous or away from your work, or you don't want to speak to your colleagues in your present work. And that's exactly where reaching to the charity few months later is exactly awesome to know that they will be able to listen and help and deal with it accordingly. Because the side effects of our job is that you're gonna remember some of these call-outs for the rest of your life. Question is, how do you want to remember them? You know, if I were to leave the fire service now, firefighter charity is still there. This is beyond the operational time. This sense of security, kind of, that you can reach out to somebody is amazing. It's fantastic, and I'm very grateful for.